The most important drawing in any house plan is the floor plan, and that is where the process of designing a home normally begins. In fact, one could argue that the floor plan dictates all of the other drawings in a plan set. For example, roof lines, door and window locations and their sizes, the outlines for the foundation plan, etc. The floor plan is also used to create the electrical plans, plumbing plans, etc. I have drawn many plans for clients that only provide me with a sketch of a floor plan. That's where everything starts and is important to get it right before the remaining construction drawings are made. In this video, I will cover the tips and tools that you'll need to make a good, scaled floor plan that you can give to your home designer or builder. They will thank you for it and you'll feel good about it. Also, there will be some bonus tips near the end of the video, so stay tuned for those. The number one mistake that I see with client-provided sketches is zero thickness walls. I'll show you how to avoid this and how to do this correctly in this video. A bit of a disclaimer here. I made this sketch just for this video. It is not an actual client's sketch, but it is very representative of what designers are typically given to work from. You must consider and include wall thicknesses. In reality, they will be either 2x4 or 2x6 stud walls with sheathing on both sides and will be more like 4.5 to 6.5 inches thick on a floor plan that is drawn to scale. You don't have to actually draw in the wall thickness when you do your sketching, but you need to realize that a 20x40 building does not equal a 20x40 room. You'd have to subtract the actual wall thicknesses from the outer foundation dimensions to know the actual room dimensions. When you sketch a floor plan without considering wall thicknesses, that error adds up across the length or width of the house, making the actual space available less than what you might desire. I hope that makes sense. But that is the number one mistake people make when drawing sketches, even when using graph paper. So now when we look at this typical sketch again, you see what I mean about zero thickness walls. The walls are only as thick as the pencil or pen's mark on the paper, but not your floor plan sketches. You're on your way to making your own great floor plans that are drawn to scale. In order to make a scaled drawing or floor plan that is drawn to scale, there are only a few common tools you'll need. Learning how to draw to scale is essential in order to make good sketches of floor plans. So let's look at these common tools and how to use them. There are many different types and scales of graph paper available, but for this video, we will use the typical 4x4 graph paper. Graph paper that is 4x4 means that there are 4 squares per inch, thus 1/4 of an inch equals 1 foot. Typical pens and pencils work fine, but if you're new at this, then a pencil with an eraser is your friend. I highly recommend using a pencil, just because you will likely want to make changes and being able to erase as you go. Then you can make photocopies of your finished floor plan or scan them to PDF files so you can keep the original sketch and hand out copies. A typical ruler that measures in inches can be used to draw the walls and other items whether you're using graph paper or regular paper. Of course, you can just count the grids on the graph paper as you draw, which makes it quicker and easier. I will explain the ruler method because it may help you understand how to draw to scale, which is what you need to learn to do. So, rulers are available in different scales, like centimeters and millimeters, but for drawing floor plans, you'll need to use a standard inches ruler or an architectural scale. On a standard inches ruler, this is how you need to read it. A line drawn at 1/4 of an inch scale equals a line that is 1 foot long, and 1/8 of an inch would be half a foot, or 6 inches, and so on. It's not that hard to do once you get started. An architectural scale reads in feet and inches, making things a bit easier. They are usually triangular in shape and have 6 different drawing scales, all in one ruler. Very handy when needing to find measurements on blueprints. So if we put a standard ruler up against an architectural scale, you see that the architectural scale reads in feet instead of inches. By the way, the numbers on the right side of the architectural scale are inches, or in other words, 1 inch equals 1 foot scale. Architectural details and things like kitchen cabinet details and elevations are sometimes drawn at this scale so that they are larger and more legible on a sheet of paper. It's the same as zooming in closer to make the object larger on the page when drawn to scale or printing it out on paper. By now, you're either, hey, I already know how to draw to scale, confused, or a light bulb has gone off in your head and you get it. If you don't, then please rewatch that part because it is key in making good and correct floor plan sketches. Most people glean home design ideas from a variety of sources and experiences. If you're watching this video, you probably already have this stuff, or you are currently in the process of collecting it, and if you're an organized person, you're probably putting these in categorized folders on your computer for future reference, or just to document your project. If that's you, then way to go. Okay, so I mentioned bonus tips. So for those who've made it this far in the video, as a thank you, you deserve these additional tips and tricks. Other tools that you might want or need would be calculators, namely the ones that calculate feet and inches. There are the physical kind as shown here, obviously the built-in one on your computer, online calculators, etc. But they are not necessary for making your floor plan sketches. Just wanted you to know that they are available. Most people don't know that you can buy feet and inch calculators, but you can. If you find yourself needing to subtract 27 3/8 of an inch from 42 feet 8 1/8 inches, then these are very, very handy, as are the online feet and inches calculators. I use online calculators all the time. So in summary, here's a list of things you'll need at a bare minimum: 4x4 graph paper, pencil and eraser, a ruler or architectural scale, if not using graph paper. Always draw to scale. That's how you know what fits. Use templates to help you draw things to scale other than walls, and remember to provide your home designer or builder with ample information so that your needs, wants, and wishes can be known and communicated properly. It also saves your designer time, which is money, and it will almost certainly eliminate costly mistakes. Okay, so one last thing. A good home designer does not need you to provide your own sketches. Sometimes we have clients who simply want a plan with certain room sizes and a certain heated square footage. Or they just provide photos, magazine clippings, etc. and leave it to me to do what I do: design homes. Obviously, this video was made for anyone who is searching for this specific information. But if the thought of drawing to scale is making you stressed at all, then just realize that they are not necessary if you plan to hire a professional to draw your construction plans. If you have sketches and would like to work with me, please contact me using any of the methods above. Thank you for watching this video, and most importantly, I hope that it helps you out and you found it worthy of your time. Please like and subscribe for more tips on this topic, and please feel free to share this with your friends and family who may need or want to know it. Have a great day.